Alright, so we are doing this new project, and I am a little bit surprised by the amount of you that have absolutely no idea what you're doing. But that's alright, that's what I'm here for. So if you go on PRDAV, which is Video Share, PR Acosta, PRDAV, Film Projects, Film Project 6, Editing Project 2, you will find the hospital scene folder, um, and you will find all the files that you need in order to create the hospital scene, and you will also find the script. You are supposed to follow the script. The script is very short. Here it's the script. It's not much to it. It's just 2 pages, and it starts with a scene, which is external hospital day. Cars pass by a modern, crisp hospital building. Well, we'll see if we can find this. All right. External hospital day. So it's an external shot during the day of a hospital, and cars are passing by a modern, crisp building. So let's come here into Premiere, and you have the 4 or 5 things here. I believe I do have one that is no, I don't have a timeline yet. All right, so basically you double click, let's say double click on this one here, and then it goes to the source window where you can hold your cursor right here and you can scrub the footage. Another way to do this, if you want to take a look at the preview or the tile windows here, you can make them bigger by just increasing the size of those tiles. And if you just don't click, don't do anything, you just roll over your mouse on this little tile here, or window or thumbnail, you can see the contents of the clip. So it looks like this one here that does have a drone has what the script is calling. So cars are passing by a crisp brand new building, whatever. Okay, so I like this one here, so I'm going to double click on it so it can come in here, and I am going to grab my cursor here, and let's see here, there you go. This is probably a good shot starting from here, and what I'm doing to scrub this, I'm pressing, and then I am scrubbing, I'm moving my mouse around left or right while I have the button clicked and pressed and hold, so I can scrub the footage. Okay, so I like when the car is right in here in the frame, I am going to say mark in, and then I am going to wait until this car, I don't know, right here is good, and then mark out. That's the beginning. What I want to do now is I am going to click here on the image, click, hold, and drag it down to the timeline. And there you have it. It is a long piece of clip, which is 9 seconds long. A lot of you guys don't quite understand timing in filming, but I am going to leave this as long because it will be trimmed back when I have the music. All right, so let's go back to the script. I got my first scene, and let's go back here. All right, this is the script, and the second thing here, internal, not external anymore, internal hospital day. Janet lies in the hospital bed, her feet twitching and her eyes roaming. Bob, her husband, stands next to the bed looking over at her. When you write a script, you always capitalize the cast or the actor's name, so you can see how many times Janet and how many times Bob are in a scene. It's just for I can explain this to you guys later. But anyway, so internal, we're inside the hospital now. It is still day, and Janet and Bob are in the scene. Janet lies in the hospital bed, her feet twitching and her eyes roaming. So that's probably a 2 shot. because we need to show that she lies in the hospital bed with her feet twitching and then her eyes roaming. I need a close-up for that. So I'll need a wide and then a close-up. All right. So let's go back to Premiere here. There we are. So let's take a look at this one here. That looks promising. Let's double click on that and let's come to the beginning here and let's play and see what's going on.
There you go. Can we start with the slow dolly in so I can get that focus done? Okay. And I'm rolling if you want to go.
Right. 1C, take one, marker, soft sticks.
And okay. Good.
And they should have done this all previous from the clapper.
And I have some bad news.
What is it?
All right, now this one she's talking to the doctor, so that's not what we want. Let's see if there's anything there, they're in. No, I think this is all dialogue. So let's go up here. No, this one, the doctor's coming in. This, we're not using. The script is not calling for that. So this is a bunch of operational thing here. This one here, the doctor is coming in. Okay. It does not look like we have the scene that the script calls. That's all right. So let me see this one here.
The results of your test came back and...
So we don't have what the script is calling. They did not shoot her lying in bed, her eyes roaming. All we do is the doctor coming in first. So let's go back to the script here. So we don't have this. Janet lying in the hospital bed with feet twitching, Bob. So until that machine gets fixed, there is a good chance that I might be pulling double shifts for the foreseeable future. Jenna, I'm sorry about that, honey. Here's the doctor. Okay. And it does not look like we have this dialogue either. All right. So that's all right. We scrapped this. We don't have it. The next thing should be, we're still in the same scene, internal hospital day. Doctors enter carrying a clipboard. So this is what apparently we have. And this is what we have here. Okay. So that would be, and I need to unmark this, and the best way to do this is to add the minus in that I'm going to put right here and minus out. So we can unmark that, say okay, now I have them here, minus in, we unmark it, minus out, okay, it's completely free. All right, let's go back here. And the scene starts somewhere around here where the doctor's coming in. So this is what I want. So I'm going to mark in. And let's play.
The results of your test came back and I have some bad news.
All right. This is the scene. This is what the script called. And I marked out. I'm going to bring this into the timeline. Excellent. Now let's go back to the script. And the next scene is Bob. What is it? And Bob apparently is the husband. So I want to go from a mid shot to a close-up. So where are the close-ups? This is the close-up. And let's see here. Doctor probably is talking to her now.
Oh, I see a light. That's probably why I was doing that. Hold on a minute. Hey,
What's
Steve,
up?
sorry about that. I cut camera.
We're on 3, right?
No, count it as 2 again.
Count as 2?
Yeah, because we're not going to ever show that one.
All right.
The false start, we're not going to count.
Ready? Scene 1C, take 2, marker, soft sticks.
And action.
The results of your test came back and I have some bad news.
What is it?
You have a bronchial carditis.
All right. So Bob, it said, what is it? But the camera's not on Bob. So let's go to where the camera's on Bob. And then they're doing a zoom in on her here. I'm going to worry about that later. There it is. Here's Bob.
So, until the machines get fixed, just look.
Ah, here's the dialogue that we missed in the beginning. So we need to do a lot of scrubbing here, but they shot everything out of sequence, which is fine. So, all right. Let's see if we have her here somewhere in the bedroom. No, we don't. So, okay.
And from the top. Action, Jim.
So, until the machine.
So let's go back to the script here because we missed that. So let's click here on script. And Bob, so Janet lies in the hospital bed. I'm going to see if I can find that. And then Bob saying, so until the machine gets fixed, there's a good chance that I might be pulling some double shifts in the foreseeable future. All right, this is the dialogue that the script called, and it's right here. So let me go back a little bit.
Action, Jim.
All right, so
So, until the machines get fixed.
so until this machine gets fixed, this is the scene that we need, and I'm going to wait for the director to say action.
Action, Jim.
Action. We start after the director says action.
So, until the machines get fixed, this looks as though I'm probably going to be doing double shifts for the foreseeable future.
I'm sorry about that, honey.
And that's the dialogue. We do not have Janet. I'm sorry to hear that, honey. She probably has somewhere else, but I'm going to come back here and out. And I'm going to bring this down. Okay, I still need the scene of her lying in bed here because this is what the script called, but it was shot out of sequence. Another thing that you should do in order to, not go crazy. Let's go here, and I am going to click and make this a little bit bigger here. Is you should mark the scenes that you already collected, especially if it's all in one clip. So this is a marker, and I can click in this thing here, and I can hold my Alt key on the keyboard and click on it so I make it double like this. So I can click and expand this here, and then I can right click on it and say edit marker somewhere in here. No, I just double click here, then double click on it. There you go. And I say Bob, scene 1. And I could even put the dialogue in here if I wanted. I am going to do that. I'm going to copy the dialogue. You don't see what I'm doing here, but here's the dialogue. And actually, you're not even seeing the marker on the video here. I'm not sure why, but anyway, I can show you guys this later. All right, so I have my marker selected here. This is Bob Scenes 1. It's marked. I could even double click again and change color. Let's say Bob is orange. Okay. All right, great. So we don't get crazy here. I'm going to go back now and see if I can find Janet. Because her line is, I'm sorry about that, honey. Here's the doctor. And then the doctor comes in. And she must be talking to him at some point. Here, it's all about her talking to the doctor. So that's not it. And here is him listening to the doctor. Okay.
So let's go. Yeah, that's like great. Sorry, her up. Yeah.
I can't do double shifts with you like this. I mean, work is stressful enough as it is. And then how are the kids going to react?
Let's do the same thing. Start from right there.
All right. And they're running other parts of the script here.
Give me, but not cartoony over the top, but really frustrated. And action.
So, until the machine gets fixed.
All right,
it's
that's
most
the
likely
scene
that I'll
again.
probably be working double shifts for the foreseeable future.
There she is. So that's the first response to the
Most likely
dialogue.
that I'll probably be working double shifts for the foreseeable future.
And that's where she starts talking. So we're gonna mark in. And she's gonna.
I'm sorry about that, honey. Oh, here's the doctor.
All right, here's the doctor. Okay, that's what I need here. Mark out. And let's make some room here. Let's make some room here. And bring this in. And I can do the same thing here. You guys are not seeing what I'm going to be doing here. I will show you that live, but I am going to mark in here because I want to make sure that I don't lose that later. And Alt, and then bring this a little bit like this, and double click this. I'm gonna get the dialog here, which is Janet, and I'm gonna put in the marker here. I'm gonna say this is Janet, scene 1. You guys are not seeing this on my screen capture here. I'm gonna mark her lavender. There it is. So all right, so I'm marking my scene so I know where to come back. And if we play it here, and you guys are going to see this, first scene.
So, until the machines get fixed, this looks as though I'm probably going to be doing double shifts for the foreseeable future.
I'm sorry about that, honey. Oh, here's the doctor.
All right, sorry about that, hon. Here's the doctor, and I think we already got the doctor coming in. Perfect. So I'm just going to right click and say Ripple Delete so we can close the gap. So another thing that we can do here, because the dialogue is, they just had one microphone in the room, so they were not really getting a lot of good audio. We can come in here and go audio track. Expand this. This is a little bit complicated, but just follow along. Click on this here. It says amplitude and compressor, tube model compressor, and I'm just copy those numbers. -15, ratio is 6, and the output, I'm going to increase this by 16 decibels, so it's going to be louder. All right, and this is on track 1. Let's play now.
So, until the machines get fixed, this looks as though I'm probably going to be doing double shifts for the foreseeable future.
I'm sorry about that, honey. Oh, here's the doctor.
The results from your test came back, and I have some bad news.
All right. So we keep following the script. It's all over the place. That's how it is. Normally, you have this into separate clips, but they decided to just film all in one big clip, which is kind of bizarre. Makes it a little bit harder for us editors, but this is something that you may find in real life. So just keep looking for the clips, following the script. If you do have questions, by all means ask. That's why I'm here. Don't just struggle by yourself if you don't know about it. That's fine. I just realized that some of you have no idea what you're doing. That's okay. It's not your fault. You were not taught correctly before. So just raise your hand, ask for my help. I'll come and help you. I'm not going to edit for you, but I'll help you figure out how to do this. All right? And have fun.